Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome back to Daily Read on YouTube. Once again, the working website is www.realhistory.com, and the WW stands for worldwide, where the world's first human beings and all their civilizations were diverse blacks. Alright guys, so once again, I always begin the same. Even if you don't subscribe, please go ahead and check out the website. If you have any questions, you can link up the folks at the, if you go down to the bottom, it'll show you exactly where you, administration, you can check them out if you have any questions about the website. It talks about ancient Kemet, modern Egypt, ancient Sumer, Agad, Assyria, Mesopotamia, modern Iraq with pictures. It shows you the Elamites and the Persian, modern Iran, ancient Canaan and Phoenicia, modern Israel and Palestine, the original black civilizations of Crete and Greece, the Minoans and Mycenaeans, the original black civilizations of Italy, the Etruscans, the ancient Indus Valley, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, modern India and Pakistan, and they give you pictures of those black peoples. Remember, black is a color, not a look, right? So all human beings, regardless of their phenotypic characteristics or morphological traits, have that pigmentation first. All right, so you go ahead and check this one out. So usually I try to do like maybe at least two uploads a week, but sometimes I don't have the time to do it. So anyways, all right, so you go ahead and check it out. Shows you the latest studies that blacks settled the Americas before 130,000 BC, and it also has other articles. And the people you call like African Americans, they have some of the oldest Y chromosome pertaining to the men, at least 340,000 years. So if man was in America 100, or what we now call America, 130,000 years ago, and the people they call African Americans have a Y chromosome that's over 340,000 years, then it simply says that the people who you say are African Americans were here before the existence of the people who now call themselves Americans. But that's another story, so I digress. All right, so you can go ahead and just read. It says, let me see, what else can we talk about? Okay, what else? And it shows you the fake images that they have. For example, a lot of museums, they have a lot of fake images that were created, or they're using images of people who came way after, and in the context of the original people that they're talking about, right? So let's see what else we have. What else we have? Okay, so go to Germany, history of the Black Holy Roman Empire in Germany, Black Britain. It'll talk about the last black king of Britain, King George III, described as being as black as a Spaniard or a Jew. That's the one that America gained its independence from. And if you check out the Barbados penny, you'll also see him on the Barbados penny. Okay. All right. You have the real history of white peoples. They came from Central Asia, what is now India, Pakistan, Bangladesh. They came from Iran, ancient Persia, perhaps the Turkey area. All the languages, these Europeans originated around Turkey area. Okay, so just keep reading that. New history of North Africa, with pictures of the original black peoples of, let's say, Tunisia or Yemen, because all these human beings were black skin first, right? Excuse me. But demographic changes occur over time. So one group of people, as they come in through some genetic mutations, some, for example, brown eyes produce a blue-eyed person, a black-haired person produce a redhead or a blonde, or a black-skinned person produce a pink, red, white, or pale white-skinned person. They then move into another area, mix with the native blacks there, create a hybrid group. But now the hybrid groups, not to be rude or anything, they're calling themselves the native peoples, not knowing at one point there was a mixture. And that's where the knowledge of, the knowledge of genetic science comes in, and it's very handy. All right, so just a quick overview. I gotta take my butt to work. Trucking ain't easy, man, but once I get a good platform going, a few hundred people, then I can get to the big screen, my laptop. In the meantime, this is what it is, yeah? So I got a little cold right now, so hopefully it's not that virus going around. All right, so it is, for example, right here, it says, click here for a portrait of Byzantine Emperor Manuel I and his second wife, the albino Maria of Antioch. Okay, so if you want to see that, the Byzantine king, you can click on it, and you see the Byzantine king was a black man, yeah? howbeit a recessive phenotype, recessive hair type black. That is straight hair, a very sharp nose like Pinocchio, thin lips, and here's his so-called white wife. The word albino comes from the Latin word albus, which means white. Okay? Albus, white, albino, white. Okay? There he is. And is a Byzantine emperor, Manuel I Komnenos, and his second wife, Maria of Antioch, 1118 to 1180, Vatican Library. So this black man, non-black skinned woman is not new. Okay? So you can go ahead and check that out if you like. So let me go reverse back. Okay, and you could look at medieval Muslim texts displaying a hatred of blacks, black Mediterranean history via coin and pottery, the history of slavery. You can check that out. You can see, click here to see an authentic portrait of Charlemagne that was found in his Karlsten castle in what is now the Czech Republic. So you want to click that? Oh yeah, you can see he's a black person. Black being a color, or he's a little bit watered down. See? A little bit admix. Yeah. Czech Republic. Okay? Alright, so if you didn't know, Europe was black from the beginning, but there's been a lot of in my research, over 40 million diverse black peoples are missing from the European continent. And different reasons happen why they disappeared. Okay? I don't have time for it right now. But anyways, you could just go ahead and read, guys, please. You don't have to subscribe, it's no big deal. But check out the website. It's pretty good. And where we last left off, I was at the True Negro and where this term came from. And so I'm going to go ahead and click it. And when we start off on my actual video, we're going to go to Arabs. Who is an Arab? Plus ancient statues, 19th century paintings, and pictures of modern Arabs. Okay? So if you want to go ahead and read through that, you can start it up to get an understanding of what I'm going to be discussing. But anyways, yeah, guys, so go ahead and check out the website. Don't forget, if you have any information, if you have any questions, rather, please address comments to admin@realhistorywww.com. Once again, please address comments to admin@realhistorywww.com, and they'll get with you. All right, I'm just using the website. It's not my website. It's just a very good website. I've known about this website since 2010. All right, and if you ever want to start from the beginning, just go ahead and click the start button, or you can go down to here and see how Jesus and the Hebrews became white, the original black civilizations of Anatolia, which is now Turkey, the original black civilization of China, the Xi and Shang peoples with pictures, the original black cultures of Eastern Europe, the original black civilizations of Mexico, the Olmec, the original civilizations of South America, the original black peoples of Hawaii with pictures, the original black civilizations of Thailand, the original black civilizations of Cambodia, the original black civilizations of Vietnam, the original black civilizations of Indonesia, the original black people of prehistoric America, they call them Paleo-Indians, the original black people of North America, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal, Cro-Magnon, if you believe in all that nonsense. Anyways, guys, so remember, we're going to start off from the so-called True Negro. We're going to go down. We already did the reason and history for the term, debunking the myth, history of North Africa. We're going to start with the history of North Africa, Berbers and Tuaregs, so you can click that part, and you can read on yourself. Wait a minute. I already did this section. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I already did this section. So what we need to do now, I already did that. I did that. Okay, so let's go down to Arabs. Who is an Arab? Plus ancient statues, 19th century paintings, and pictures of modern Arabs. It's going to go through pictures and everything, okay? Let me click that off. Who is an Arab? It's going to show you the hybrid peoples, okay? And you're going to go through, and DNA, shows you DNA, a lot of DNA stuff. And it shows you these are the truest and purest Arabs in the world. The Arabs of Scotcher Island off the coast of Yemen are the only genetically pure Arabs in the world. Meaning they're typically not admixed, even though this guy is kind of brown, so some mix. They are Y DNA haplogroup J, which is the basal form, okay, meaning that their genes are the earliest and the purest with no further mutations, okay? So guys, please go ahead and check out all these. It's all scientifics and and he'll tell you about, why the original peoples, the people there who are now portraying themselves to be Arabs, they have to be covered up because their skin is not natural for the environment, right? So you look at these black peoples, you see, native people of the Sahara Desert. Black people do not need to be covered from head to toe in the desert as protection from the sun. But Turks and other whites do. Natives of the Sahara and Arabian Desert no doubt adopted the robes of the Turks so as not to offend their rulers. Okay? So it just shows you the difference in how these people, they have to be covered up. These are typically mulattoes, admixed peoples. See? They're covered from head to toe. Why? Okay? Because they're not native to that place. And all the pale-skinned peoples that took over Arabia, okay, they didn't want to offend these people, so they adopted the clothing that they wear. Right? All right, guys, so that's just a quick overview. I got to get my butt to work. Anyway, so this is the Arabs. Who is an Arab? And we're going to start there. So if you want to start there, you can go ahead and start there. So until next time, I appreciate for checking it out. Peace.